Welcome back to my Plan with Purpose, How I Actually Plan series. So I have spent a lot of time on this channel, which I love, reviewing planners, pens, highlighters, all of the things, but sometimes people ask how I actually stay organized, and these are things I actually do. So today I'm gonna do a two-parter. This is part one of things that I like to do to get ahead for the holidays. It is September. It is like you go to the store, the Halloween stuff is out, you're starting to see the winter scents and everything. So I like to get myself all set up now so that it can be as stress-free as possible. And if you're interested in this, I just did my first part of the series a few weeks ago on monthly themes and how I stay organized each month and give myself one particular thing to focus on. So let me just jump right in. Now, this is going to be in two parts, and for people who are like, you're organized but it's not aesthetic, this is my perfect example. Look at this absolute monstrosity, and this is just my brain dump and my brainstorm. So I'm gonna just highlight as I talk, but these are things that I actually do, things you can do to get yourself ahead for the holidays. I will try to stay within a topic, but I'm gonna do my best. So the first thing I wanna tell you, it's just like a little tidbit. Thing number one, buy tape. I feel like you always remember wrapping paper, gift bags, bows, and you never have enough tape. You don't remember to buy tape. You think you have enough tape. You got wrapping paper on clearance last year, like I did, 70 or 80% off. It's like the third week of January, so it's not even like regular clearance, it's like super clearance, but you always forget tape. Buy tape for yourself now and buy a second one and hide it. Hide it somewhere in your house where nobody else knows, and then it is gonna be, December 14th and people are gonna be like, where's the tape? It is gonna be Christmas Eve and people are gonna be like, where's the tape? And you have a hidden 3-pack somewhere in the pantry, in your office, in your laundry room. Take my advice. Number one, get tape. Next thing, while we are talking about items to buy, is Halloween candy. I feel like, I'm gonna highlight that up, Halloween candy. I feel like you think you have more time than you do, and then you go on like October 27th and you're like, okay, we still have like 4 or 5 days and there is nothing good left. And you're like, I don't really wanna give that. Now, my issue is that I personally eat a little bit more healthy when I don't have like Milk Duds, Junior Mints, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, all that stuff in my house. So I don't love buying Halloween candy. So 2 alternatives here. One, and I'm thinking about doing it this year, you can buy non-candy items like Play-Doh, bubbles, things like that. We went trick-or-treating last year, and it is like a family favorite thing right now. Somebody was giving out squeaker chickens. Actually, can you go get the squeaker chicken? I gotta show you the squeaker chicken. It has become a family thing because there goes my husband. I'm like, get the squeaker chicken. I don't know why. It's dark, right? Like, and she's getting a little older at this point. She's just turned 5, and we're like, we can stay up late. Like, rare appearance from my husband. Okay, it's dark. You're trick-or-treating and you can't see anything. So you get back and you dump everything out. And again, there's like mostly candy, but like a tattoo, Play-Doh, bubbles. And there's the squeaker chicken. And we were like, what? Like, who's giving out squeaker chickens? Like, what is this? This has become something where we keep it at the top of the steps, and before you come down the steps as a member of the family, you announce yourself, or like if you're feeling like particularly excited, so anyway, you could buy squeaker chickens or other things. So that's option one. That is so funny. Did you remember we got that?
Yeah, it's Halloween.
Oh my God.
Pokemon cards.
The Pokemons.
Pokemon.
The Pokemons, right? Okay, just drying my tears. We're just laughing too right now about the other like random things that we got trick-or-treating last year. We got Pokemon cards, but she was calling them Pogomons. So we were like, we got the Pogomons. Anyway, the other thing you can do if you want to get candy is just put a reminder on your calendar. So I would put it maybe not for like the end of September, but maybe October 15th, October 20th. So it's not all sold out, or you can order online, but you don't forget. So get your Halloween candy. Okay, next item, I'm highlighting off here, squeaker chicken. Okay, the Photo Affections Groupon. Let me just tell you, this has changed my life. I have purchased this every year for the last, I think, 5 years. I think this will be year 6, and I'm gonna tell you how much this costs. This is gonna blow your mind. So this started, I don't think we really ever sent holiday cards as a couple, but after we became parents, we're like, let's just send a holiday card. And it's nice because people do like getting them in the mail. You'll get texts. I mean, I love getting holiday cards from people. One thing I've never done, but I love when people do that, I'm like, maybe I'll try, is they put like a little insert in their card. So you get a card, but then there's like a little typed up paper where they're like, this is what we've been up to this this year. And like, it's not just like all shiny, but they're like, no, we had this miserable thing because our air conditioner broken, you know, whatever. Or like, oh, we had to get a new car. Like, I like to know what's going on because sometimes you can catch up with people on things that maybe you wouldn't like hear from them on or see posted on social media. So I might do that. But we decided we're going to start sending cards like 5 years ago. And Shutterfly, you know I love Shutterfly. I'm always talking about order this from Shutterfly, get that from Shutterfly. Their holiday cards have gotten ridiculously expensive. Okay, so you go on Groupon. It is 40, 70, 100, or 150 custom photo cards. Now, I think they're one-sided, but that's fine because I don't really need to print on the back side. Okay, let me just tell you, this is crazy. 40 cards, 20 bucks. 70 cards, 30 bucks. 100, 40 bucks, and 150 cards for 65. And they always have these coupon codes. So right now, if you use the coupon code SAVE, the 40 cards, instead of it being 20 bucks, is 15. Now, one little side note here is that when you order the cards, you do have to pay for shipping. But even if you paid 10, 12 bucks for shipping, that would be under $30 for 40 cards. That's a crazy price, and they are really good printing, really high quality, and they ship super fast. So I'm going to buy this now. Actually, I'm going to buy this today because I usually wait until October or November to get this, and there usually are coupon codes, but this like 100 cards for 30 bucks, that's an amazing deal. So I'm going to get that, and I am really impressed with just it's easy to upload a picture, and you don't have to do pictures if you don't want to, but you need to buy this. This is not sponsored or anything. This is just something I've been doing for 5 years, and it's amazing. The next thing is get holiday stamps when they come out, or just go buy stamps now. I have never gotten a card from someone and been like, they don't have jingle bells on their stamps. Like, who cares? Sometimes it's nice to just get it now, get it out of the way. It's one less thing that you're buying. So there's a little tidbit for you. Get your stamps now, or if you really want the holiday ones, get them when they first come out so you don't have to like stand in the post office lines. If you go too close just to buy stamps, you get there when everyone's shipping everything and it gets crazy. Next item. This is unrelated but sort of related to the buy theme. I'm on the buying theme right now. Buy your toiletries, necessary items, stock up now, because you get to a point in the holidays, at least I do, where I am like, I have gotten gifts. I've gotten more gifts than I thought. I thought I was gonna get a teacher gift, and then it winds up being like 7 teachers and the crossing guard. And like, these are all things I wanna do, to be clear. But you like spent more money than you thought. Your packages, your mail is crazy. You are buying like way more food because of holiday events. You're doing donations. These are all things you wanna do, but you're like, I can't buy one more thing. Stock up now. I just did a big order. I don't think that I'm gonna have to get paper towels for a really long time. I don't think I'm gonna need dishwasher pods for the rest of the year. My goal by the end of September is to not have to buy laundry detergent, soap, dishwasher pods, like all of those things, trash bags, toilet paper, paper towels, until 2026. Because if you just have that stuff, shampoo, I'm just thinking of everything right now, floss, toothpaste, it is so nice to not have to be like, oh my gosh, it is holiday shopping on top of regular shopping on top of like, we're out of toilet paper, paper towels, and trash bags, and that's another 30 bucks right there. So if you can just like each grocery that you do, like put $10, put $20 towards extra household items, you will thank yourself because it's gonna be less stuff you have to get in November and December. Okay, continuing with the buy theme, I have a couple more. One, if you want those seasonal jams, you gotta get them now because they sell out quick. Now, here's also my thing of like the consumerism of it all. You can have a really happy family with no holiday card, with no jams, and you can just text people happy holidays. Like, you don't have to do this, but if you want the holiday matching jams, it's good to get them now because I feel like to get everybody matching in everybody's sizes, they sell out quickly. Just a thought on that. Now, another thing that you want to do if you're going to be buying stuff early is to not always wait until Black Friday. I think there's been some article somewhere that proves that it's actually cheaper to do it right before, and then on Black Friday, prices actually jump up a little from what they were on sale from, but it looks like a sale because it's still cheaper than regular. Let me give you an example. Okay, Bath & Body Works. I know, I love the candles. I probably shouldn't. I had a friend recently say to me, like, I was like, should I be like burning candles? And she's like, the microplastics are going to get to us before the candles do. And I was like, great. I love that. Okay, anyway, Bath & Body Works candles, normally like $27 a candle. So they're going to be like, ooh, come get your candle because it's on sale for $12.95 or $13.95. But I just had $10 off in my account and they were doing 2 for $25. So it's $12.50 a candle and then $5 off. So it's like a little over $8 after tax. It's gonna be way cheaper for me to get that now than as I get closer to the holiday seasons. So if you start to see stuff now go on sale, things are stocked, grab it, make a pile, put it away, because sometimes things are gonna be cheaper now than even when they're at their cheapest. Black Friday, the last sale, the biggest sale of the year, all of that, sometimes September, October, even early November has great deals. And lastly, I think I mentioned this in a different video talking about something else entirely, but start your list now. Start the list of gift ideas for yourself because people may ask. Start lists of people you want to get stuff for. Start the list of like items of things that you heard somebody mention and you're like, oh, that's a good idea and I know I'm gonna forget. Having a list helps, especially if you have different categories. You've got friends, neighbors, teachers, like, you do a white elephant, you've got work, coworkers, all of that. Getting organized now also paints a picture because one, you are thinking like, okay, maybe this is like a little bit more than I actually thought. Maybe you're reevaluating like, I don't know if I need to do gift exchanges with everybody. Like maybe I need to kind of level set and see what everybody else is thinking. And this allows you to also add to the list over time. So you make your list, but then like 2 weeks from now, you go get a haircut and you're like, oh, I need to get something for the person that cuts my hair. But you wouldn't have thought of that brainstorming the list. You only thought of it in real time. So that's why it helps to have the list now so you can add to it. I'm listing all these things and I'm hopeful that this is not stressing you out. You also don't have to do all of this because it seems like a lot. Maybe you do a couple of these things just because it'll help you get set up. But my intention is not to stress anybody out, which just brings me to my next point. We're done with the buy category. Let's do the bonus category. I have so many different categories here. It's all over the place, but let me go here to the bonus. This goes along with the last one. Talk to the people about limits, budgets, plans, expectations. Maybe you have always done a gift exchange with a group of people and you're like, this is getting like a little expensive, a little outrageous. Everything is so expensive nowadays. And maybe it's something that you're like, no, this matters to me. And then by all means, do it. But you might also like, I had a gift exchange with a few friends. And a few years ago, my friend was like, what if we just like don't? And I was like, honestly, that's fine. Because like we're parents, we're buying stuff for like the kids. And like, there's like so many family things you have to do. And sometimes you're like, if we could like not. And that's another thing too, when you do kid gifts, like your kids get so many gifts too. So like less kid gifts or maybe doing an experience in lieu of a gift with a group of people, that can be also really fun and meaningful. I'm trying to see how many gifts we can like change over to like a vacation, a staycation, an event, an experience, because after the holidays, we do like a birthday in October and we do holidays like 8 weeks later and it winds up being like so much stuff. And I'm extremely grateful for it, but also you're like, do we need this much stuff? And so just trying to kind of like reevaluate. So ask yourself what worked well last year and what made you feel like completely overwhelmed and it was totally unnecessary and excessive. So that might help you sort of start to prep and think about what it's going to look like in the next few months. Next bonus tip, put cash in your house. I don't know, $10, $20, $100, whatever it is, put cash in your house and forget you have it. You're gonna get closer to the holidays and there's something that's gonna come up and you're gonna need it. I'm not gonna elaborate, that's all there is to it. Just like have a little bit of extra cash on you. Okay, next item is pick a few easy dinner ideas and put them in the freezer. For example, we do a Mexican gumbo. It is so easy, I'm about to make it right now. As a matter of fact, you can put it in the crock pot and you just do chicken broth, enchilada sauce, crushed diced tomatoes, black beans, chicken, and some taco seasoning. You do the 4 hours on high or 6 or 8 hours on low, and then you top it with like avocado, sour cream, chips, shredded cheese, like whatever, and it is super easy. It takes like 5 minutes. So I will get all of those canned items. I will put chicken in the freezer, and then that way when I am stressed, when there's like some crazy thing happening and you're like, I can't do one more night of takeout, or I don't want to go to a restaurant right now, you just have something. So talk to your family, get those meals that like everybody likes, and just put them in the freezer so you are ready to go. And lastly, this is a last from the bonus category, is what you are saying yes and no to, those holiday boundaries. There might be an event that you've done for the last few years and you're like, I just can't make that work this year. For example, actually, this isn't necessarily a boundary, but my husband and I, we just took an early anniversary trip in August because our anniversary is in December, and we were like, it's a super short holiday season this year. There is definitely gonna be a time crunch. You don't wanna plan a trip and then you're like, oh my gosh, we planned a trip and we're gonna miss the dance recital. We're gonna miss the choir performance. We're gonna miss like any of those things. And I was like, I would rather just do this now. So like, what makes sense to you? What works? Like I said a few minutes ago, there might be gift exchanges that no longer make sense. There might even be things that just don't work for you anymore, and you can say no to those things, or you can suggest something different. Like when our daughter was a baby, like there was just not gonna be like a really late dinner we were gonna attend as a family, even if it was on Thanksgiving. Like we've always been the people to celebrate Thanksgiving or really any holiday a few days before, a few days after. Like we're happy to, like, people work sometimes on holidays in our family, and so we're happy to adjust, but sometimes you're like, I just can't make that work, and that's okay. So think about what was really stressful for you last year, what you just like cannot commit to, and maybe find an alternative. Sometimes it helps to go to a person and say like, hey, you are meaningful to me, you're important, it's the holidays, I want to do something with you, but like us doing like a girls trip that weekend is not going to work for me, or like us doing this like huge expensive gift exchange is not going to work for me. So think about boundaries now that you could sort of talk about, think about, and set in advance so that there is less discussion and stress when you actually get to the holidays. I'm going to come back for part 2 because I still have a million more ideas here, but let me just see if I can do a quick few rapid fire. 1, get extra gifts because you just never know. And I mean, I'm not talking about like junk for people, but like who doesn't like a box of candy? You never know when you're going to need to, like, you wind up at the mechanic on like December 23rd, and it's just like nice to bring them a box of candy. Just a thought, you don't have to, but I like to have just a few of those extra like little Russell Stover boxes laying around the house. Okay, next, take stock of what do you have. I am under strict orders. I am not allowed to buy any wrapping paper. I think I got 8 rolls on clearance, so no wrapping paper. Also, next one, rapid fire. If you need a new tree, like a pre-lit tree, you do not do like the live ones, which like in Florida, we used to back in Maryland, but we don't anymore because our first year we got a live one here and there was some stuff living in it at the end of the holiday season. So we are not doing that. If you need a pre-lit tree, a fake tree, you probably want to get it in September. Everything is in stock right now, so go get your tree. Okay, I was gonna do a few more, but actually they fit better in certain categories. So come back for part 2. The next 2 categories are cleaning and scheduling, and we'll probably have a few bonus there as well. So thank you for joining. This was actually my favorite video I've made in a long time because I love the holidays and I love doing the prep in like August, September, early October so that I'm not stressed as we get closer to the holidays because just so much happens and all of a sudden you blink, your calendar's full, you have no time to do anything and you're like, I wish I had prepared a little bit. So I hope these tips were helpful. And if you enjoyed this, come back because I will be doing, I guess it's like technically part 2A of my series because it'll be the second part of this video of Plan with Purpose because I like to share what I'm actually doing that helps me. So thank you very much for watching and thank you for allowing me to highlight as I go. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.